Hilary Whitehall is an accomplished actress and mother to the renowned comedian Jack Whitehall, and Lou Hickey is from One for All gift cards. And together, Hilary and Lou are on the line to offer practical tips and advice on how to make this Mother's Day a memorable one for all the right reasons. And they're both here, of course. How are you today?
Very good, thank you, Toby. How are you?
Great, thanks.
And I assume you've remembered it's Mothering Sunday coming up.
Yes, I haven't forgot, trust me. Now, somebody that might have forgot, we'll have to wait and see, is your son, Jack. Does he sometimes forget?
I had one memorable occasion when all three of my children forgot.
Oh,
so
no.
Jack, Molly and Barnaby were all teenagers in that teenage sort of selfish zone, and none of them got me anything. And I got through the breakfast thinking, not sure about this, but no, I'm going to have to be the bigger person. I'm going to have to get over it. So I thought, I know, I'm going to have a bath, have a bit of a chill, just get over it. I'm the bigger person. So I went upstairs, put the bath on, and I thought, no, I'm not the bigger person, actually. This is unacceptable. So I went back downstairs, did 10 minutes ranting, gave them both barrels about how selfish they were, thoughtless. I mean, forget getting me or buying me a card. They didn't even make me a card, which they could have done. But no, they didn't. So I had the 10-minute rant, came back out into the hall, and there was water literally pouring through all the light fittings. I'd forgotten to turn the bath on.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So that was a very expensive Mothering Sunday for them because I made them contribute to the building costs.
Oh, no.
The men
Yeah.
theme.
Rightly so.
Yeah. So I have to say they wind me up about it now. It's one of
Yeah.
those mother moments that they think about.
I bet that's taught them a lesson they wouldn't dare forget now.
Exactly. Yeah.
Have you ever received a gift from Jack or one of your children that was so bad you wish they would have just forgotten?
Well, I did have a gift that was very much in that category at the time that I opened it, and I thought, really? Because Jack gave me a robot vacuum cleaner, and I thought, that is literally the last thing on earth that I want. But actually, when I finally got it out of the box 18 months later, I love it.
Yeah.
I literally love it. It's my best friend. I can set it from my bed, from the phone, to do the vacuuming before I even get up. I love it.
Now, Lou, just to give another angle, I'm not necessarily saying this is acceptable, but maybe people forget because Mother's Day changes every year, doesn't it? Sometimes it's at the start of March, sometimes it's the end of March. It's confusing for some people.
It certainly is. Not that that should be an excuse, Toby,
Yeah.
but you're right. It does. It's one of those changeable dates. And we spoke about this earlier on, myself and Hilary, about how it is kind of, just before Easter, and it kind of moves alongside with it.
Yeah.
I think as well as that, you know yourself, Toby, we're all so busy.
Yeah.
We've got 50 million things going on all at once, and we're so reliant on our mobile phones as well. I don't know about you, probably like myself and Hilary, we put everything onto our phones, we put all these alerts on, and that's in addition to every other alert that you're getting, whether it's an Instagram post or whatever the case may be. So it can be very easy to turn off those alerts, and then of course in our busyness just forget about the special occasions like Mother's Day. So it's one of those things that whilst it's not really that excusable. We're in a time as well where we're bombarded by advertising in supermarkets where you can buy one for all gift card, TV ads, etc., radio ads. So I think it's one of those things.
Yeah. And anybody listening to this interview has no excuse now because we're literally talking about it. But if somebody's just realised, it's Mother's Day coming up very soon, what advice do you have for them to quickly gather a gift together?
Well, the great advantage of the One for All gift card is that there's a digital version, so you can take it right to the wire on Mothering Sunday morning.
Ooh.
Because you can get the digital version and you can attach a video message to your mother and send it over digitally. I mean, how cool is that?
Yeah.
Massive brownie point. So it'd actually save you a bit of money as well, because the One for All research also found that 1 in 4 people said that the cost of forgetting, it's actually impacted their pocket by up to 75 quid,
Wow.
trying to assuage their guilt for forgetting it. So there's a whole host of reasons as to how you shouldn't forget.
And don't leave it too late to buy a card as well, because I've got to admit, a couple years ago, I left it, I think, until maybe the day before Mother's Day to buy a card, and there were no Mother's Day cards left. So I had to just buy a birthday card and score everything out.
You didn't make a homemade one then?
Oh, no, but that's a good idea. Maybe I'll do that.
Yeah. The other great thing about mothering, I call it Mothering Sunday because I think we have to include all parents in that particular role of whatever type. But the other great thing about Mothering Sunday is that there's been some scientific research that says that gratitude changes the chemistry in your brain for the better. So anything that makes you feel grateful is good for you. It's good for your mental health. So let's embrace that aspect too.
Yeah. If you have forgotten it's Mother's Day, it's too late. Maybe you've had that confrontation with your mother. What can you do to make it up to her?
Time is the best gift you can give your mother. So I think you have to put in a shift and actually see her.
Yes. And a lot of us with our busy schedules.
Yes.
Easier said than done. But
yeah.
I guess it is about making time. You can always make time, can't you, for your mother?
Absolutely. Yeah. And also, can I just say, if your mother says to you, don't worry, darling, I don't need anything, she's lying. It's the one time of the year that you can ignore your mother with impunity because she does want something.
Absolutely.
We talk about children forgetting Mother's Day. Mothers don't seem to forget about it, do they?
No, definitely not.
Definitely not.
Why do you think that is? Do you think they're looking forward to it?
I think anyone in that role, the most important person in her life is probably her children. I mean, her partner as well, but her children or their children. And I think it's one day when you can just pay back the fact for that love and that attention.
Why do you think Mother's Day is so important? Because there might be some children that maybe think it lacks importance because your mother's already got a birthday and Christmas. You've already got plenty of opportunities to spoil her. Why do we need another one?
I don't think you can ever have enough of any day that, as I said, shows gratitude and good things and positive feelings. I think let's have more of them, I would say.
And what's the price range that you should spend on your mother? Assuming that you're an adult and have money of your own to spend, what price range and type of gift are we looking at?
Well, I think it's a tough one to answer because I think it's more so a case of, I suppose, your mum seeing the effort that you've gone to give her a gift. I mean, probably the same, if all of us had all the money in the world and all the time in the world, it still would never be enough to say thanks to the mum, the mother figure, or the stepmom in our lives. So, in that context, so I think that mum would just be really happy that you gave her a small token. Maybe it is a gift card, maybe it's a homemade card, as Hilary said, or a bunch of flowers or whatever the case may be, but also time. So I think it's always like the thought that counts. So I wouldn't kind of put a monetary value on it per se. But as I said, we do know that from the One for All research that it can be very costly for those that say that they have tried to make up for it. And, it's over 33% of people said that trying to make up for forgetting for Mother's Day, that's kind of throwing dinners into the mix, is buying extra things that they may not have even planned for. So, yeah.
I think also the old adage that it's the thought that counts.
It is.
Important. So if you're going to buy flowers, don't go to the supermarket at midnight.
Yeah.
The florist the day before.
Yeah.
Nor your neighbour's garden either.
Exactly.
Stories of people doing over the years. You not do that.
Yeah. It is the thought that counts, but there are some that would argue that something like a One for All gift card shows a lack of thought. Obviously, you have thought about getting your mum something, but you haven't thought much about it because it's very simple.
I disagree, because I mean, I had a mother who was obsessed with those multi-store gift cards because she felt that I knew her well enough to know that I wouldn't dare buy her anything because it would probably be wrong.
Yeah. So
you're actually thinking about the person that you're buying for. You know that actually it was much nicer for them to pick their own gift out.
Yeah.
Well, they've got 55,000 outlets across Britain that they can use the One for All gift card in. And it certainly helped me out over the years. I kind of got tired of listening to my mum saying, can I have the receipt? Or did you?
Yeah.
At least I know by giving her a multi-store card, she can go out and pick exactly what she wants. And she usually knows exactly what it is that she likes, So.
Yeah. And the great thing about the One for All gift card is it forces you to buy it early in a way, because I don't know about you, but when I give someone a gift card, I give them the receipt and it'll have the date on it. So your mum will know that you bought it the day before.
Absolutely. I like your style, Toby.
Fair play too.
And about cards as well, I think there are some mothers who would feel it is the thought that counts, and you could get a really nice gift, but if you didn't get a Mother's Day card, it kind of shows a lack of thought in a way.
Absolutely, yeah. And actually, as I said, I have been known to do the odd homemade card in my time, and my mother always seemed to prefer them, to be honest.
It is. I think it is extra special, and especially when you take that time. I actually really enjoy going into a shop and picking out a card and taking the time to read the verse. Caveat, a little guilty admission. I actually repurposed a card one year. I found it under stuck underneath a drawer, and I wouldn't tidying up and brought it up, and I re-gifted it, and she laughed.
I did have a long look last night for one that Jack made me when he was about 5. He made me a Thunderbirds themed Mother's Day card. Yeah, I thought it was sweet because he loved Thunderbirds.
Yeah, I remember Thunderbirds. Yeah, that's so cute. Yeah.
And I suppose the theme of the day is the money you can save from not forgetting about Mother's Day. Cards are kind of cheap, maybe a few pounds at most, but a homemade one could save you that little bit of money.
Absolutely. Cost of living crisis and all of that,
Yeah.
But also not forgetting in the first place, because the uplift, the research shows the uplift is big.
That's true. Very true. So this is where your gentle reminder.
And what's the advice, really, so that children and offspring don't forget about Mother's Day? Because people have got so many busy lives, and even after listening to this, it can completely go out of their brain once we're done.
I mean, I'm going to say 3 words: Post-it note.
Uh-huh.
Just saying. On the fridge, Post-it note.
I did have some, and I put them in the bin, so that's a shame.
Toby, get with the programme. You need to get yourself down to the shops and buy some Post-it notes.
Yes, that's what I'll do this afternoon. We'll leave it on a positive note. What's the best gifts that you've both received for Mother's Day?
I'm still going to go back to the old favourite that we've talked about, which is the meal out with your children, because spending time with them, they're all, they're adults. I mean, Jack particularly travels a lot. He's currently doing warm-up shows for a comedy tour, and finding time to see him is difficult. So I would say a meal out is my best. That's my best. Always.
I would concur.
I love food too.
Definitely, I would agree. I think no matter what the occasion, I think for me, definitely, they say the way to somebody's heart is through their stomach, and it's definitely food. But again, I would agree with Hilary, because it's just like getting together over a meal, and you're making new memories, you're having the chats. So I think it's very special.
Yeah, and whatever you do, don't ask your mum to split the bill.
Yes, absolutely.
No, definitely. Although my mother was very good at spending her gift cards on me. Bless her. Yeah.
Well, where are we able to go to find out more information?
You can jump onto the One for All website, oneforall.com, or you can pop into your local post office, or most major supermarkets nationwide. You'll be able to pick up a One for All gift card.
And you can get Post-it notes in the post office, probably.
You can.
Kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
It's a win-win situation.
Yes. Well, many thanks to both of you for coming on, and hopefully you'll get some nice gifts.
Yes. Well, and I hope you've got something nice for your mother too. You could go out this very afternoon and get it.
I'll be on my way right now.
Yes. Well, send my love to your mother when you hand it over. Say this is from Hilary Whitehall as well.
Yes. That'll shock her.
Just say who?